careful. Be careful. Georgie, sit up when we go to slide forward because I gotta put some stuff in my room. Excuse me, honey. Good. Friends that are coming in. Thank you.
What's your step?
Awesome, thank you, sir. Please have a seat.
Hey guys, watch the table.
Am I good? I didn't mess you up, did I?
No.
Third, fourth, and the rest of fifth grade, please report to the gymnasium.
afternoon because behind me you can see some of our performers this afternoon. We're in for a special treat. All of our Hoover Hawks who have participated in either the strings program or the band program this school year have had the opportunity to prepare for a concert that they played in the evening for their families and friends. But they also wanted to take this opportunity this afternoon to perform for all of you so that you could see the result of their hard work and dedication throughout the school year. Can we give these friends a round of applause? There might be some shifting around. Remember that during an assembly and a performance, we want to be respectful, safe, and prepared. So that means that we are wonderful listeners, we're staying on our bottoms, we're applauding at appropriate time, and encouraging and supporting our friends. I'd like to recognize, in addition to our students, our wonderful team of instrumental teachers that we have here. So right behind me is Ms. Lewis. She teaches our strings program.
For those of you that don't know me, I am Mrs. Lewis, and I teach the strings, which are the violins, violas, and cellos that you see over here. I know I visited a lot of you in second grade recently, and like Dr. Gill said, starting in third grade, you have the opportunity to play an instrument in school. So even if you're not that old yet, I want you to listen and think about what you see and what you hear, because we all like different things. We're all different, and hopefully that there's something up here that maybe you would want to try sometime. So we are going to start with third grade, and I'm actually not going to talk because you're not here to listen to me. You're here to listen to them. And Maria is going to explain and tell you a little bit about what you're going to hear.
We are excited to begin a concert today with our Hoover Third Grade Orchestra. This is the very first time that we get to play for you as our Hoover Third Grade Orchestra. This year we have learned all kinds of songs with various styles, including classic, pop, rock, folk, blues, and more. Our first song has a graceful melody and gentle rhythm that reflects the style of French music. We hope you enjoy our French folk song. boys call each other. All they say is cluck, cluck, cluck. We hope you enjoy chicken with a cell phone.
People made music for dancing and having a good time together. We have a piece called the blues. This style of music is all about expressing feelings through sound, often using a special skill and rhythmic feel that is different from the classical pieces we usually play. Thank you for being a wonderful audience, and we hope you enjoy the soundful sounds of the blues.
for the 4th grade band.
Alrighty, hello Hoover. Can we give our 3rd grade musicians another round of applause? I see a lot of familiar faces in here. If you don't know me, I'm Mr. McCormick. I teach 4th and 5th grade band here, so for my 3rd graders, I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for some band selections and tryouts. I'm super excited for that. Keep an eye on what you see throughout these 2 groups, for 4th and 5th grade band, because these are all options next year. We've got a bunch of different instruments. I'm going to do the talking today just because these kids had a crazy week last week, all kinds of concerts and rehearsals, so I told them I'd take a little bit of a layer off of that for today. Our first song is called Bugler's Dream, and it recognizes the Olympics. Did anybody watch the Olympics in February? Wow, a lot of people. Wonderful. This is the Olympic fanfare, Bugler's Dream. Alright, moving on to piece number 2. Our second piece is called Heroes in Glory, and I love this piece. I think the kids love playing this piece as well. We sound really, really good on it because you get to hear every instrument group shine in this piece. You'll get to hear our percussion section, you'll get to hear our trumpets, our flutes, our saxophones. Everybody gets a little moment in this piece to shine. This is Heroes in Glory. right. So coming up to our last piece for beginning band today. First of all, give another round of applause for these fourth graders. They just started playing like 8 months ago. Prior to playing our last piece, we're going to take a quick 2-minute intermission just so we can get everybody swapped out after this. So don't go anywhere. We still have more music coming at you. The last piece is kind of an older piece, but it's kind of a pop song as well. Does anybody know the Beach Boys in here? I'm talking about students. Does any student know the Beach Boys? Okay, I got a couple hands in there. That's fantastic. We are doing a song that sends us right into summer called Surfin' USA.
just heard, third grade just started this year, and so did fourth grade band. So none of the kids from the first two groups have really been playing all that long. So it's pretty impressive that they can come up here and do all of that together. Because they have to learn how to play by themselves, then they have to learn how to play as a team. And that's all kind of a lot. It takes a lot of hard work. So good job to both groups. We have, next we have fourth and fifth grade orchestra. And like I said, I'm not going to speak a whole lot. I'm going to let them talk. So first, I have 4 of them that are going to come up here and explain what you're going to hear.
Hi, I'm Yvonne, and I would like to give you a few fun facts about the instruments you see behind me today. If anyone is looking for a new exercise routine, I've got one for you. Did you know that the world record for the longest violin playing marathon happened in India? In 2024, Ravi Chandana played for an amazing 40 hours, 5 minutes and 6 seconds. He performed 1,513 songs throughout that session. Did you also know that you can burn on average 175 calories per hour playing the violin? According to my math, that means he burned approximately 7,015 calories in that one session. Wow, that makes me just tired thinking about that. Hi, I'm Elaine. Did you know that the most expensive instrument in the world is viola? It was carved in 1719 and named MacDonald Stradivarius and is valued at roughly $45 million.
Hi, I'm Ian. Do you know that the oldest surviving child is called the king? The actual went through medical testing. In 2013, researchers used a medical machine called a CAT scanner to examine the condition of the king and to try to identify the origin of the materials used during construction. They discovered it was built in the early 1500s in Italy. Okay, now that you know all that random information, we would like to play a few songs for you. Behind me is the 4th and 5th grade orchestra. Don't worry, we won't be playing long enough to burn over 7,000 calories. Our instruments are also a little more affordable than $45 million, and also are a few hundred years newer than the Kings. Please enjoy Legends of Light and a fiddle tune called Purple Creek.
on board ships. They help keep time among groups of sailors, coordinate physical movements like hauling ropes and raising sails, and relieve the boredom of long, repetitive tasks and ultimately help with teamwork. We might not be fishing for whales or sailing the rough seas, but our job as an orchestra certainly requires teamwork and coordination. This song has quickly become one of our favorites. Please enjoy Wilderman.
All right, so before fifth grade band plays, I would like to give a special shout out to all the strings and band fifth graders. This is kind of our last hurrah with these kids in terms of performances. After this is their final elementary school performance. So they're middle schoolers after this in terms of the band and strings world. Can we have a huge round of applause for our fifth graders? Kick it off with fifth grade band playing a tune called Union March. Onion March, my bad. It's spelled the same way. They like to call it Onion March. So without further ado, Onion March. Okay, between our second piece and our final piece, I'm not entirely sure which one is our favorite to perform. This second piece was just like a last minute add. We did it last week, and this might be the kids' favorite piece. This is a crazy, crazy piece of music that does not sound like an elementary school piece of music called The Tempest. All right, my friends, did we have fun today? So I'm going to say again, if you're in third grade, if you're in second grade, we have string trials and band trials coming up very, very, very soon. We're super excited to see you guys very soon. I want to echo what Dr. Go said, and on behalf of me and Mrs. Lewis, thank you guys so much for being an incredible audience. Thank you to Mr. Aspen for the gym today, and to our classroom teachers for being just so wonderful all year round and helping get these kids to be where they are right now, because they're very, very successful right now. Our last piece of music should be very familiar to everyone. We appreciate your attention today. This is the Avengers.
Thank you.